Good day to you. I'm here, I'm sat in my car. I am just on my way further down into Cornwall to Levant. I'm going to go on a nice coastal walk around there. Look, I'm going to keep this very, very brief. I really enjoyed my last video I made in Tunisia, but I am not going to be abroad, at least I know of, for at least another month. So I thought, I really wanted to make a video, to be honest. So here I am, I'm making a video, coastal walk around Levant, fantastic mining heritage, beautiful, rugged coastal landscape. I thought I'd take you along with me. Why not? Hello. So we are here. We are parked up at Levant National Trust car park. Just going to have a little look around the coast. And this is Levant Mine. So would you like to see it? I think you would. It's very beautiful. So here you go. Look at this incredible ocean. Levant Mine there. Mine working everywhere. The car park's just here. Nice cheap place. We have a lovely day in North Cornwall today. It is very cold. It's quite windy, but it's sunny, which is beautiful. So this Levant Mine, this area here is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this mine is the site of Cornwall's worst mining accident. Back in 1919, over 100 years ago, the engine that used to transport men between different levels of the mine failed. That led to 31 people dying and numerous others getting injured. So it's got a pretty nasty history. And also, guys, remember, see that covering there, the metal covering, that is to stop you going down a mine. If you see those in Cornwall, avoid. They are dangerous. So here you go. Here's part of the mine. This bit you can unfortunately only do on like a pre-booked tour. I am not on the pre-booked tour, and I have seen people down there, so I can't just sort of sneak down and have a look. But yeah, looks amazing, doesn't it? Let's all walk along the coast. As you can see right in the distance over there, there's a lighthouse. We're going to head that way. This mine actually started as a copper producer, 1820. Then around the 1850s, it kind of went into a tin producer after. But if you look here, there's the mine in the distance. But down there, that's a little tunnel that used to bring stuff out. Obviously, would have had rail tracks at some point, but as you see, it is closed off in there, unfortunately. But we are going to get continuing and head over to the lighthouse. So we are here on our way to the lighthouse. That is, if you can see it, a long way in the distance, but just to our right, I wanted to point this out. This here is Giva Mine. This is a tin mine that closed very, very recently in kind of modern terms in 1990. So over there now, there is a museum. You can do a sort of underground mining experience and stuff. So I think that's, if you've got an interest, maybe a place to go. But there you can kind of see the modern version of mining, or at least fairly modern version of mining. There's loads of sort of very rusted metal fences knocked over on the floor, which makes me think maybe we're not meant to be getting down this way. But although I definitely wouldn't recommend this to anyone else, etc., they're not up now, so I think that means we're good. So remains of another building here, and here's what I really want to show you that's very cool. A bit careful up here. If you look at these rocks, you can kind of see that they, once I get the zoom function working, look at this colour here. So this colour is all down to the minerals that are in the rock, and I believe the sort of blue, I think, is copper, but either way, there's some accounts on YouTube of people with mining experience who go down into a few of these mines. I think potentially actually around here at Levant as well, and they kind of go explore. You see some copper waterfalls inside the mines that are fantastic. I've never done it. I would love to do it, but I don't have the experience to go into a proper mine of that depth. But I'd love to, you know, if you're watching this, somebody who does do that and has the experience and you want someone to tag along, hit me up. I would love that. But either way, you just got to say it's absolutely beautiful. These colours, insane. So right on the corner here, crystal blue water over there, looks incredible. Then we're going to have a little look here, just back on where we came. See all the workings over here. And again, just to kind of point it out, if you really look in, you can see the kind of colours from the different minerals coming all down there. There it is over there. There is the lighthouse. We are on our way. Let's go. Had to unzip the jacket. Despite it being, let me have a look, 7 degrees, I am actually really hot. This jacket, as nice as it is, thank you Stone Island, it's so hot despite being thin. It's like when you see a boxer in camp desperately trying to lose a bit of weight before the weigh-in, and they're training, doing a jog or something with those almost bin bag like jackets. It's kind of like that. But here we are. No overnight parking or camping. There's the lighthouse. We will go take a look, have a little bit of water, and then head back. This is only the side quest. I really didn't consider how long that was going to take. Thought it's a mile. Do that in 20 minutes, easy, can't I? Not when it's up and down hills all over the place, but the payoff. You get to see beautiful, beautiful water like that. My God, I want to be in there having a swim right now. So this here, as you can see, Pendine Lighthouse. Not allowed in, so I won't go in, but there's the lighthouse. It looks like there's sort of 2 gigantic horns there. I'm going to quickly show you, if you bear with me, what the rest of the coastline looks like over here before I turn back on myself and I kind of go the way I came, and then I think I can go slightly the other way past it as well. But let's just have a look at this, and you can see like the coastline of Cornwall, unmatched, I tell you that. There's areas like, you obviously know your New Keys, St Ives, all these beautiful areas, but there's this kind of rugged coastline that I think is, you know, every bit as beautiful, every bit as impressive. So I wasn't going to stop on the way back to the car park. I was just going to keep on going, but there's something here I didn't manage to see on the way that way, but I've spotted it on the way back, so I want to show you. So first of all, if you look down here, I don't know if you can see, if you look closely, there's these kind of pools of water. Now these are known as the workers' pools, and apparently back when this was a mine, the workers, after they finished their shift, and imagine smoke billowing, they'd been down underground, it'd be very messy, they'd come down into these pools and bathe after. And you kind of see some evidence of this. See these sort of stairs put into the rock there. Now I'm going to be honest, that doesn't look overly inviting. The pools at least. I think the water does, although the rocks do scare me. I don't know quite how you get to that set of stairs there. I don't really fancy going down. And if you can look now, this is quite a steep drop off here. But yeah, pretty interesting. So as you see, there's the stairs there, and I think there's if you go down there, you can kind of try and be very careful here. Snake your way down. You come out near the stairs and you just go down. Now, I'll be honest with you, don't fancy that myself, so I'm not going to be doing that. And I would recommend, if you do come here, don't do that unless you are really know what you're doing, you're good at climbing. As with kind of anything around here, you've got to be really careful because there are some kind of quite exposed cliff faces. You never know what ground could sort of fall away beneath you. Now, while I have a little water break, I need to remind you of something. Please help me out. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and please leave a comment. If you have one, leave it. It'll help me out. Thank you. So we've been back to the car park. Now I'm going to head the other way, have a little look round. Don't know where that went to, but it's been blocked off. Let's get going. Look at this view. The sun reflecting off the sea. Crikey, where's this path going? Oh, it's around here and up. This looks somewhat sketchy actually, but let's have a little look. I think it's beautiful along here. Quite gnarly drops, but it feels safe enough. No dramas. Wow. This is pretty special. Probably time to admit that I don't really like heights. Okay, so we have two options here. This one takes us over that rock. Doesn't look that great. This one takes us up this thing. I think we're going to hang a left and go up here. Out on top now. Let's get around here. Lovely area. Some farmland over there, cows. All this beautiful scenery here. Real long drop down there. If you come around here, you can see, obviously, I guess that big hole covered up was a shaft at some point. I'm not going to go down there. From a distance, you can't really see it from here, but from a distance it really looked like that wall was kind of billowing outwards. From the other side, over here it looked like that. What you see up here, I assume that little circular thing there is another hole. More sort of what was buildings over there, and we're going to carry on, go around the coast, see what's going on. So assume this must be one here. You can see, there you go, danger mine shaft, and there is obviously this metal grating over the top. But what we're going to do is, got this bugger, let's see if we can hear it. It took a little while, let's head up. So here you can see this path going down, there's people walking up it. Shall we head all the way along and then down the path and see what's down there? So look at those, they are absolutely beautiful. Though this is Botallack mine, and those are the Crown's engine houses down there, those two. So this is a really kind of iconic area in Cornwall. This is one of the mines that's incredibly old, definitely was around in the Roman era, potentially even the Bronze Age, they believe. And the mines here, would you believe it, actually go for half a mile out under the sea and up to 500 meters below sea level at points, which is
pretty wild, really. You might have seen these on TV. They've been in Poldark, as well as a couple of other things, and they are icons in Cornwall, and it's a hell of a nice journey walking down to these, I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm here. As you just saw, brief look then, it's a bit tricky. There's quite a few people around, and you can kind of look at this first building, although you can't really get into it properly. And this one down there, it's all cordoned off. You can't really get there. I mean, you could, but there's, you see there's a family there. There's quite a few people about, and I don't really want to go too off-piste. I think a bit of a bad example in front of a load of kids, just to be sort of clambering down. Like, I think it's doable, but yeah. But when it comes to Cornwall, I think this view, just perched up here, having a glass or bottle of water, this really sums up Cornwall for me. You've kind of got the beauty of the coast, the dangerous sort of element of the coast as well. It's a fearsome sea, very scary. Cliffs obviously can be quite brutal. Then you kind of got this industrial history that the county was built upon, but it's all kind of intermingling together. You've got tourists kind of having a look. It's just a really beautiful place, and I think this is, for me, one of the best spots in Cornwall. Place well worth visiting. Get a stomping, do your ones and twos, get some steps in, visit this, because this is just so picturesque. And there's plenty of nice coastlines in this country, plenty of nice mining areas even, but there's not many that combine the two like this. Spectacular. I want to show you this really quickly. I'm going to be super quiet. So Cornish choughs, which is the bird of Cornwall, are in there, if you can see one. Right on the top there. There is one. So we can get walking now. That is the bird of Cornwall. I guess like the emblem of Cornwall is the Cornish chough. So that's quite cool. Cool place for it to be nesting. Climb up here. Beautiful. Wow. Look at that history. This view really is something, but it's time to head back to the car. It's probably about 30 minutes walk, I think. It's been a good old stomp, and I've got to say, I'm going to wrap this up now. If you're visiting Cornwall, I would thoroughly recommend getting out or about on your feet, on your ones and twos, work your way around and come see everything on the coastline. Don't just go to Newquay, don't just go to St Ives. They're great, obviously, but there's so much more. You can get out here, be healthy, get walking, see some pretty cool stuff. So I'd really recommend it. If you are interested, just put in Cornish coastal walks into Google. There's loads on there. The National Trust have some stuff on there you can do. They're generally a bit shorter. Plenty of other sites with stuff to kind of have a look at, and they always generally will tell you kind of a rough bit about how difficult it is. So if you aren't particularly fit, not particularly mobile, that's fine. There'll be something on there for you that will work. Likewise, if you're an animal, you want to do a 20-mile hike on the coast, good for you, that'll be on there too. It has been a pleasure. Hopefully the next video we will be abroad somewhere, but in the meantime, take it easy. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much for watching.